everyone. 'Tis I, the crap artist, here in my incredibly messy art room. Um, Today's video is a different kind of reaction than we're all used to here on the Crap Artist channel. It has nothing to do with Girl World or lolcows or obese people of any sort. Um, I have decided that I would like to take my channel in a different direction, actually. Pretty recently, I breached the half-century mark. I just turned 51 years old last Sunday. And, it occurred to me that I am not really using my real life skills the way that I should be, um, especially here on YouTube. I use my channel to post really short tours of the shop and some cat videos here and there, and I swipe at a celebrity every once in a while, but it just sits here and stagnates, and it's a resource that I haven't really tapped into properly. So, yeah, today is the first in hopefully what will be a long series of reactions to other artists and crafters and other crafting and art business owners that post their pieces and their business models on the internet for all of us to marvel at and critique. That's what this will be, a very large critique. So, that being said, I would like to get into this first video. But first, again, a little more delay. Please do not go to this person's channel to leave any kind of mean, nasty, negative, disparaging comments. This video is meant for educational purposes and entertainment purposes. It is meant as critique. I mean no ill will and no disrespect to this person or their business model. And I hope that their dreams and their wishes all come true and that they are able to maintain their business and support themselves in a comfortable and pleasing fashion. Anyway, on with the reaction.
I work in a bead shop, and today I'm going to make some of our most popular earrings and take you along with me.
That's cool. I work in a flea market, and I have 30 plus years experience making jewelry and art and being a self-representing artist. And I am here to critique you.
And if you're wondering what a bead shop looks like, it looks like this.
Boy, that's a huge, huge space. Man, I wonder what her overhead is. It's probably way more than mine.
The first step in making these...
Don't have a lot of stock, though. I mean, I got more beads in my living room than they have in that whole shop.
earrings is picking out the shells. So I like to go through this and then pick out pairs of shells that could go together. And then I make up...
Oh, they look like vague approximations of pairs of shells that could go together. I hope she decides to shape them up or something with a Dremel or some sandpaper or what have you.
a bunch of pairs like this. Then I take all my shells. I also grab some freshwater pearls in different colors and sizes. And
Nicey, nicey.
then I like to dig through all these random finishings to find some cool pieces to...
Oh, that would drive me nuts. I gotta have everything sorted and nice. If it's not sorted and nice, then it goes in a bag and gets sold for $5 in bulk to somebody that feels like sorting it out. Oh, no, 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 no. And they're not called finishings, they're called findings.
Add into the earrings, and I'll show you what I mean soon. But first I need to drill all of these.
Oh, okay. So here's what made me feel like I needed to make this video. She has absolutely zero personal protective equipment on. No gloves, no dust mask, no goggles. And I'm not really sure about abalone or Paua shell, but there are certain types of mollusks that carry toxins in their shells because mollusks are filter and bottom feeders. And so, like, they tend to have whatever toxins they ingested in their shells, and that dust can get in your lungs and embed, and it can damage the lining of your lungs because it's little shell shards, and also, cause cancer or very slow, terrible, crappy cyanide poisoning. Oh my God. Oh my God. And getting a shard of shell in your eye and losing your eyesight over a pair of earrings. No, man, that's not cool. Please please, everybody, wear personal protective equipment when you're working with a drill press or any kind of thing that gives off of dust and shrapnel. Please, thank you. Look, she even had to tap the dust off. And is that drill press in the same area that a customer would be in? That's a big no. That's got to be in the back room, in a ventilated area with like a little dust catchy boodle. No.
Oh, missed one.
That's the least of your problems, hon.
So next up, I use these little stems. They've got a little backing at the bottom, which holds the beads.
And here's the other reason that I needed to make the video. So in her comment section, I tell her the proper name of the item she's got in her hand, which is a head pin. It's not a little stem with a backing on the bottom. And she replied back to me that it's actually called a T-pin, but thank you for correcting her. And my original reply to her was, I guess, blocked or deleted by YouTube because I mentioned Fire Mountain Gems and the fact that they have a gigantic glossary of technical jewelry making terms to help you learn and identify your parts and your beads and so on. And that got deleted, so I got a little angry and I corrected her again. And so here we are. Anyway, let's get on with this.
And then I use some pearls. And in here I dig for these little metal caps, which gives the earrings a little bit more character.
Oh, those are called bead caps. They are called bead caps. And she's right. It does give a bead a lot more character. If you've got some plain little crappy glass beads that have a wonky bottom or some little plastic beads, you slap some nice bead caps on there. Those are not that great. But they come in a myriads of shapes and sizes and finishes too. But you slap a bead cap on either end of that, and it's a whole new world.
And I just layer on the pearls to make a little pearl charm, using little metal pieces like this.
Oh, it's not a little metal piece, honey. That looks like a closed jump ring, and you would call that, since you're using it as a bead, you would call it a spacer bead. But yeah, either a soldered jump ring or spacer bead.
And pearls like this, and then I make a little loop at the end like that, and then twist this around.
Oh, okay. I hate to be nitpicky, but that's what we're here for. That is what we are here for. A professional would be using 2 pairs of pliers, not just one single pair of rosary pliers and her fingers. She is very young, so she has good finger strength and probably a very good grip. But as you age and as you use that, you wear and tear on your hands and you lose it. So, second pair of pliers would be a flat pair of needle nose pliers with a little bit of tooth on the inside, and that way you grip the lead edge of your wire and you pull it around the anchor wire very, very tightly so that your lead wire goes flush against the anchor. And let's just keep watching, shall we?
And we've got a charm.
I mean, it's tight for being by hand. That's pretty tight. But again, as you age, you lose that. So it's best to, preserve it by using the proper tools. 2 pairs of pliers, 1 rosary pair like she had, and another flat needle nose pliers with teeth on the inside. And here is my biggest pet peeve with this little wrapped charm. She didn't really bother to push the end of the wire down flat against the coil. So there is now a possibility that the little charm bit will get stuck in the client's hair and it may even scratch the client's skin. So while you're making these wire wrap charms, please, please take the extra time to mash down the end of your wire and make sure it is flush against the coil. As a matter of fact, you should be using a pair of cutters called flush cutters. They're very flat and they make it so that you can just get it right along the edge as tight as possible. And that way you won't have so much edge to push down. And we shall continue.
Here I've got all the pieces of the earrings. I've got the power shell, my pearl charm, the earring hook, a small jump ring, and a large jump ring.
I'm very surprised she got the terminology for jump ring correct. And that particular style of earring wire is called a French hook, just so you know.
And now we just put it all together.
At least she opens her jump rings properly. So when you open a jump ring, nitpicky queen here. When you open a jump ring, you don't pull it apart like that. You rock it back and forth so that it's kind of like at a diagonal. And you don't open it really, really wide. You open it just as far as you need it to be open to get the loop of the other piece onto it. Because the wider you open it, the weaker you make the metal. Oh, and she opened the ear wire really wide. It's cute, it's cute.
And just like that.
Vague approximations and matches. And I guess she got that drill press, but she didn't take time to shape up any of the shell bits and make them nice and matchy. But they're all right. They're all right. Like, in my shop, I would charge $10 a pair. Oh, 35. Wow, that's a little bit pricey for me. And it looks like she recycles her jewelry tags. It's cool, I do it too. But $35. I don't know what the exchange rate is for New Zealand, but that would not fly in my shop, especially since they don't really match up all that well. No, $10 pairs. Oof. Sorry for the abrupt end there, guys. I forgot I did that. So, yeah, our friend here would greatly benefit from heading on over to Fire Mountain Gems, not sponsored, and familiarizing herself with their glossary of bead terminology and definitions. Yeah, it would help her in her quest for 101 bead projects with random beads, and it would help the shop, like, generally speaking. I really don't know if she is the owner or one of the girls, but yeah, she would really benefit from a good bit of self-education in definitions and terminology and proper tool usage. Yes. So would everybody else. Uh, and as for the prices, I don't really know. I'm not going to pretend to know what her overhead is. Mine personally is $200 more a month than I pay for my home mortgage. And I have to carry a whole bunch more than just my artwork and paintings and the jewelry that I make. I have to carry pop culture items and clothing and other people's art and toys and plushies. And now I carry collectible cards and even DVDs just to maintain my rent and keep myself afloat and generate a small amount of profit. So I really wish her luck. I really do, because it's a very hard business to maintain. I hope that she is in a very, very high traffic tourist area with people that have a whole bunch of disposable income to drop in her shop. Because, man, just thinking about doing that here in Baltimore, oh, be hemorrhaging money left and right, front and center. Anyway, that's my video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If anybody has any suggestions for how I should conduct myself in these videos, or has anything they want me to look at, please feel free to drop a comment um, down below. I am always open to critique and suggestions. Bye.